Sir, thank you for talking to us today. Absolute pleasure to meet you here at IEW 2024. Just to get your perspective to kickstart with, what's your experience like this year? I believe you were here last year as well. So, what's the experience been like?
Yeah, thank you. It's been interesting. It's interesting to see the development of IEW. I see a lot more conglomerates actually coming into this event. It's becoming a global event. I think as India capitalizes on its energy initiatives, I think this is going to become a much bigger event as we go ahead. And this was actually spoken about in great detail yesterday during the Prime Minister's address. And I think it's going to be a key event because the various stakeholders get together. They decide on how the country can go forward. I think so. It becomes a very interesting event. You get to network with a lot of people. You get to hear from a lot of people, and it's interesting to see the developments that India is making in this field. And it's I think it's an education for all. I think we all learn, and I think it's a place where innovation comes together to co-innovate, as I believe.
Yes, absolutely. So, speaking then of innovation and education, what exactly is Yokogawa trying to express this year through the pavilion and through your presence here?
I think we're trying to bring technology to the masses. I think one of the key imperatives for Yokogawa is actually to uh, focus on sustainability, decarbonization, recycling, uh, and thereby ensuring the benefit for the society in general. So I think bringing in enabling technologies which actually revolutionizes the way how to make energy more efficient and available for all. I think that's where Yokogawa is focused on. We are highly focused now on renewables, I think, because that's the way to go. I think 2070 is a long term to go ahead, but I think we have to do the baby steps now to ensure the giant leap forward for mankind.
Absolutely. Fantastic. And so, what can you share with us, sir, about your Yokogawa's position in India? What is your India expansion plan? How are you looking at India as an investment destination as well?
I think India is a very important market for us. I think South Asia is a very important market for us. I think just a few months back, our global CEO was actually in India looking at various aspects about how to expand the footprints in India. I think it's just not about manufacturing because I think it's also about India offering core knowledge in terms of back office education, in terms of IT enablement, in terms of IT OT enablement, which not a lot of people do. So I think Yokogawa is looking at footprints not only with respect to the manufacturing but also the services and becoming the global center for all these back office services in India. So I think this helps the economy, this helps employment, and this helps to take it a way forward. I think in terms of the initiatives initiated by the government of spreading the wings of India across the various subcontinents across the world.
Yes, absolutely. So, specifically speaking of the employment opportunities that you've touched on, how do you see Yokogawa's presence in India impacting this and really adding to the value chain overall?
I think India, in terms of education, is actually at a pinnacle. I think there's a lot that is happening. It's not only at the top level universities, but I see that education for all actually helps improve the society in general. So Yokogawa is committed to this. I think most of our graduate engineer trainees, they come from different backgrounds. They come from the top institutes, they come from medium institutes, they come from even the uh, lesser known colleges. But I think it's about giving employment. It's about building in the competency so that Indians, whenever they go either in the local market or in the global market, they are able to perform in line with the global standards that is required. Uh, if you look at our policy of enablement, I think we also make a conscious effort sometimes to ensure that we give it to the lower, poor, uh, educated people because I think they actually need the work more. I think that's a way of contributing to the society. And sometimes when I do a personal interview, I also try to find out about the background the person comes from. And it's interesting, they come from very various different facets of the society, and it makes it very interesting. I think if we give the opportunity to fellow Indians, I think they will capture the world one day.
Fantastic. Fantastic. That's very inspiring to hear, sir. Is there any key initiative that we can look forward to from Yokogawa here in India?
I think Yokogawa is committed to co-innovate and also to give education in terms of training in developing the society as well as ensuring the well-being of all. I think when it comes to the energy part, Yokogawa is committed to the initiatives structured by the government in terms of being self-reliant. I think using automation and technology will strive to deliver it faster.
Yes, I'm sure, and all the very best for that, sir. Before we wrap up, we've recently had the budgetary announcement. Any key takeaways when it comes, especially to sustainability, that you would say is important to highlight?
I think that's interesting. I think one of the initiatives that I would request the government is for technologies that contribute to sustainability or including technologies of automation that contribute to sustainability. We should actually look at incentives. I'm not saying do away with tax, but I'm talking about seeing what can we do to ensure that the technology is available for all. That's my request to the Indian government.
It's a good request. As we wrap up and we are about halfway through IEW 2024, is there anything specific you're looking forward to in the rest of the conference to come?
I think it's going to be interesting to see how we collaborate. It's about various stakeholders getting together to make India self-reliant. I think there's a lot of networking, there's a lot of collaboration going on, but I think it's a group of people actually coming together to contribute more. So we look forward to India Energy Week next year also to go ahead and contribute to the well-being of all.
Yes, fantastic. Thank you so much, sir. It's been an absolute pleasure. And yes, hope to see you soon. Hope to see you
Thank you
next
very
year
much.
as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.